Yo, I believe that they've been harvesting our energy, black people energy, for the longest time.
Hi, lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of ours. You guys are the real MVPs.
So lovely. I came across this statement for you and I thought to share with this, pine-colored woman decided to have a critical thinking. She goes as far as to talk about how, how people or the system or the government or whatsoever is treating people, black people the way at which they are doing. And she also, talked about how it has nothing to do with slavery alone, and she believed that it has so much thing to do with so many other reasons that she gave, Lovelace. And looking at such, you will understand where she's going to or what she's trying to say, Lovelace. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please give me your own thought and let's dive into it.
I don't mean to say this like to be disrespectful, and maybe this is, some people are gonna think this sounds dumb, but I feel like there's a deeper reason why, people of color and specifically the black community have been relentlessly persecuted. Like, I mean, just the things that happened during slavery alone, like, were insane. But I don't know, the more I learn about black history and the ways that, people who literally worked in the government, like the CIA, all these different people in power were trying to ruin the black community. And it makes me think, dude, I feel like, is there something more going on here than just racism? Because it's like, come on, you're telling me you're doing all of this stuff just because you don't like someone's skin color? I feel like, what if, I have this theory that, like, what if black people have some type of superpower? Like, what if they have, I don't know, if they're just born with something very valuable that we don't really know about, but maybe, like I said, these people, these rich people and these people in power, maybe they figured it out a long time ago, and maybe that's why they were like, oh, we have to, like, get rid of them, blah blah blah. I don't know, I feel like maybe they have something special that we are not taught about that is linked to them being people of color, And I've seen some black creators come on here and try to explain how special it is to have melanin in your skin and how it has all these different properties. But I don't know, I just feel like I have this theory that this goes so much deeper than maybe a lot of us realize, because I'm sorry, but I don't think you're gonna go out of your way for all these hundreds and hundreds of years to try to ruin one group of people over something as silly as, oh, their skin is a different color. Like, I feel like there's something that we don't know. I'm telling you, there's something special about them that they don't want us to know. Okay, this is just something that I've been thinking about recently, and I'm like, maybe if there are some black creators that maybe they already made a video and I just didn't see it, I don't know, but like, I don't know, maybe this sounds dumb. Or maybe this is like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, but it's just something I was thinking about.
Creator is talking about how it has to be deeper than racism, and because they've been going hard in the paint for like a millennia trying to subjugate black people. And my tinfoil hat go crazy when it comes to this specific subject. Like, I'm going to sound insane, but when I was younger, I watched an episode of Ancient Aliens or something about the solar system on TV, and they basically had said that there's a high likelihood that Mars once inhabited life because you can find water and ice on Mars. And where there is water, there is life. Or where there is water, there is at least indication that a environment was able to host life, right? So Mars is across from having ice and particularly water on it. It is far away from the sun, so that it has fairly cold temperatures. And I swear, I'm going somewhere with this. My favorite movie growing up was Superman, and in Superman, Krypton was destroyed, and Superman was sent to Earth by his parents because it was the next habitable planet. And I really be feeling sometimes like that's what happened. Like, I do feel like sometimes that Earth is a colony planet, and systemically there have been just efforts to colonize all aspects of it, to control it and its resources. This comes down to everything from like the monarchy and monarchies saying that they're descendants of God or descendants of the sun or the sky. And more times than likely, how has that God been made to look? Also, when you look at historically, race aside, because race is a construct, like all around the world, ancient people have been deeply melanated. They could be what you consider to be black. They could be aboriginal. They can be just deeply melanated, like Indian folks, right? Like, they are deeply melanated people all around the world. So if you have people who are originally from a place that like gets no sun, super cold, they'd probably prefer to stay in a dreary, sunless environment like England. and to survive and spread out generationally, they would have to breed with people who have the genetics to sustain their genes in this new environment. So I think that's part. It would also explain like government obsession with Mars. Like ever since I was a kid, they've been sending rovers to that motherfucker like every other year just to see like is there life? Is there life here? Can we build a space colony here? Why are y'all so obsessed with this planet? Unless you try to go back.
I feel like, is there something more?
Oh, yeah. It's something more, all right. It's because we're God's chosen people. And it ain't even got nothing to do. It ain't even the white people doing it. It ain't even the government doing it. It's the devil. Ain't that something? That's what's really going on. You get into it. It goes back to Exodus and Leviticus and Numbers and Deuteronomy. The children of Israel. We are the children of Israel. That's what they trying to hide. That's why they switched the maps. That's why they say Egypt is over there. That's why they say Israel is over there. Because America's ancient Israel. And what we call African Americans are the Israelites. We are the children of Israel. We are the children of Abraham. We are the chosen people of God, and America is the chosen land. This was our land that we was on. It's so obvious, ain't it? Ain't it though, girl? You see it, right? Like, why is this going on? Because the devil has tricked the people because that was his last trick. He don't want the children of Israel to even know who they are. So they will be disconnected spiritually from God. Back in Deuteronomy, when people was praying to all their little gods, he was tricking them then. And it never stopped. He's tricking them now. He's tricked everybody into going against everybody to make it look like something that it ain't. The devil's way trickier than people think. It's all the devil trying to trick black people into not knowing that they are the people in the Bible. King David and all of them. The children of Israel. So African Americans, what we call African Americans, we ain't come from Africa. We been here. Been here. Samaria, all of that. Bethlehem, all of that right here in Utah. Look it up. Ancient Egypt was California. The Gulf of California is the Red Sea. The Gulf of Mexico is the Persian Gulf. Yeah. Israel, baby. You on to something. You're definitely right. I love y'all.
People of color.
You're actually very close to the truth, and superpower is an understatement. And to take it a step further, actually, I found out something new about melanin that I actually didn't know. And I'm going to let that be a little secret for now, because I find it amazing that I just keep finding about all these wonderful things. And I already knew so many different wonderful things about it already, about myself. So yeah, keep going. Get that shovel, because it's going to be a long trip. That rabbit hole deep as fuck. Y'all need to go check out her original video. It's much longer than that. You just got to. If whew.
Yo, I believe that they've been harvesting our energy, black people energy, for the longest time. But we keep confusing this shit for racism. But it's not racism, man. It's white people cannot live without us constantly in chaos. They can't live and survive without us in stress, low vibrational state. They can't live, I'm starting to believe that most of these murdering that's going on screen, all these lynching and shit, I believe it's a way for them to get us all on the same thinking pattern, so we can lower our vibration, so we can use all our energy into that incident or murder. You know what I mean? Like for example, George Floyd, right? I believe these aren't coincidence. I believe that they do these things to have us all in the same mindset, the same wave of thinking. So we pour all the energy into that event. You know what I mean? And that lowers our vibration, that lowers our frequency. And I believe that's what these racists, we said racist, but I don't think it's racist. That movie, Sinner was telling us what the fuck is going on. These people has been harvesting our energy for the longest fucking time, and we think it's just racism. No, it's not just racism. It's fucking deeper than that. This is why these people, whitey people, would drive across fucking town just to lynch a black man from a tree, when they could just kill the black man right there. They won't do that. They'll go across town to hang them on a tree. And you know a tree is very spiritual, right? So these people not just breaking our spirit. They're not just breaking our spirit. They're harvesting our energy too while doing it. And this is the same reason why they'll have a lynching, right? And they'll have a whole community come together to witness the lynching. You know why? They're harvesting the energy. They're harvesting the energy of that person that's being lynched. When we are low, they're happy. Have you guys seen this one episode on Black Mirror, where this white guy, he gets a type of high when the people is patient. He's a doctor, and he gets a kind of high when his patients are feeling pain. He feels good when they're feeling pain. And I believe this is the same reaction white people get when we are in chaos 24/7. And I'm not just talking in America, worldwide. In Africa, they get a fucking great feeling when we are in low vibrational state. This is one of the reasons why when black people get happy, they don't like it. Have you noticed? Whenever black people are happy and having a good time, they're like, they start to panic because they're like, what the fuck is going on? We can't drain their energy today. We can't drain it. This is why these lynching that's going on right now, all of these lynching, they're trying to get black people back in the same low vibrational state. And this is what's going on. As I said, the veil is very thin. Everything that's going on is them trying to get black people back into the same wave of thinking, because black consciousness is shifting, it's rising, it's on the fucking rise. I'm an example of that. I wouldn't be making these videos 2 years ago, a year ago, because most of these things now is right in front of me. I'm seeing it.
Seriously, Lovelace, I wouldn't blame her. I wouldn't blame her for finally realizing that this is actually modern. It's more than what meets the eyes. There is really something that is going on, which this, quote unquote, these upper people are hiding from black people. I know that there is HATE. They have this HATE for black people. But that level of HATE is so deep. It's so deep. So many people were like, oh, because of slavery and all of that. I think it's more than that. There is something so special about black people. There is something. And from the statistics I put up here, you will agree with me that, you know, 99.9% of their reasons are valid. You know, I have seen so many research commentaries about choosing ones, and the melanin and how it's a lifesaver. And it also comes down to jealousy. When your own type of race has the Eve gene, the ability to give birth to any form of race, and you also happen to be a chosen person, you invented majority of the things, you created majority of the things, you have this melanin that everyone is so. Do you know that so many people are injecting melanin to themselves? Like, you know, like this research I came across on my For You about melanin and how important and expensive it is. So, what would you expect? Jealousy has everything to play with this. But I don't really know why there should be any need for jealousy, because if there is no form of jealousy, you can actually work hand in hand with these people without trying to hate these people. You know, I was having a discussion in my grade before. I was like, how was it possible if black people were the chosen one, they were actually captured? Like, it was like black people actually have this heart of acceptance, and so many people uses it against them, and that's why these people were able to penetrate and take over. And oh my goodness, love this. Oh my goodness. And now for her to have this on her thought, like, oh, this is actually more than slavery, they should tell you that the world is beginning to see the real truth. These guys have reasons why they treat black people the way at which they do. I believe that it's also more than slavery. I believe it has to do with a special gift. It has to do with a special person, or it has to do with something so special that they are hiding from the public. You know, it also boils down to, oh, you are the first that the first person or the first race that was actually created. I have done research upon research, and everything still boils down to humanity starting from somewhere, which happens to be, dark or copper skinned people. It also boils down to that. And with the brother teach his video talking about energy, I think he's also right. If you see what is going on right now, the way at which black people are minding their business and relaxed and not reacting to whatsoever baiting, it's as if the more black people relax, don't get involved, minding their business, the more things keep on going bad. The more frustrated these people are. They drive energy when black people, right? When they maybe react, when they go out to protest, like they drive this energy. And now they're unable to to draw the energy, and everything is falling apart. This is why right about now in 2025 we have high rate of white on white crime, even if they don't want to accept it, because black people do not want to give in to that energy anymore. Now they are fighting themselves. Now they are fighting themselves. This thing happening right now reminds me of Book of Psalms. I think it's chapter 35. You know, Now that the black people are minding their business and focusing more on themselves, they are fighting themselves. And I agree with them. Anyway, love listener, just leave me your thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload
Me your thought
the
in the
next
comment
one.
section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not, support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, leave a thought, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.